Welcome, Remi and Madden, to the Be the One podcast. I'm so glad y'all are here, taking time out of your day that to talk with us. So welcome.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you
why
for
don't y'all?
having us.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Why don't y'all tell us a little bit about who you are, and what your roles are here at Brookstone and things like that.
You want me to go first? You got it.
You go.
Okay. So I'm a senior here at Brookstone, and I serve as the head girl prefect for the prefect system.
I'm also a senior here, and I play on the golf team, and I'm the boy head prefect.
Okay. So that, for people who are not familiar with the prefect, that's kind of like our student government association, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So speak a little bit about how that system is structured, if y'all can.
It really just provides more leadership opportunities for the high school, specifically the upperclassmen.
Yes.
It also opens up some leadership opportunities for some lower classmen.
Right.
But it does improve like accountability
Yeah.
for the students and responsibilities
Yeah.
that
for
go
sure.
along with it.
So there are how many committees or how many prefects do y'all even know?
I think there's 12 committees.
At least it has to. Well, all the committees are. There's so many variety of them, so it allows kids to get involved. Like, oh, they love fine arts. We have a fine
Right.
arts committee. Oh, we
Right.
want to help the environment. We have an environmental committee. There's just a whole range of committees that lets kids get involved.
And then there's a prefect and a deputy prefect for each committee, and then a group of students, like as the committee underneath them, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's a lot of people that get some access to some
Yes.
leadership opportunities, like you're just saying.
And every prefect and every committee, like, they're all involved in something. It's not like one is it's just a title. Like
Right.
every single one of them has something that they have a goal and they get done.
So as head boy and head girl prefect, what are your jobs, if that makes sense?
Kind of just being involved in all of them, but also not getting too involved to where you take over the
Right.
prefect and deputy prefects.
Right.
We're like committee members itself. Like
Okay.
student life, we're just committee members, just
Okay.
sitting in on the meetings. If they need help with anything, we're there. Link crew, we were able to go on the freshman retreat
Oh, that's fun.
and get close with an advisory and just get involved with that too. And then you've helped with like grounds and facilities. Like
A little
we've
bit.
all
A little bit.
we just like go to whatever meeting we want and help
That's fun.
help where
We're
yeah.
needed.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yes, ma'am.
fun. That's good. Okay. So you're both seniors. So this is a big year. What are y'all looking forward to this year? And what have you already enjoyed this year?
I personally loved our beginning of the season, senior year activities. We did a senior sunrise.
Yeah.
We chalked the parking lot, and that was just a great way to see everyone after a long summer. And like,
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh my gosh, like senior year is about to start. Like, I loved seeing everyone.
I would say the same thing. I'm also looking forward to the dances.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to graduation.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I know.
Yes.
And knowing where I'm going to college is a big part of that.
Right. Right. So have you guys been working close with the college counselors?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me a little bit about that process.
So I actually just applied at the beginning of this week to all of my colleges.
Oh, there you go.
So-
Wow.
Yay. Good for you.
So
That feels
I'm
good to get
excited
that
about
behind
that.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
That's awesome.
But Mr. Mack and Miss Barry did a really good job of making sure that I met my deadlines.
Good.
And
Good.
making sure that I got my teacher recommendations if I needed a teacher recommendation. And they really pushed me to get everything in on time.
And they've done this for so many years. Like
I know.
older siblings had Miss Berry, so
Yes.
she definitely knows what she's doing. Committed to us, like making sure, like he said, like we're reaching our deadlines.
Right. Right.
But then another thing that was super helpful was having Miss Flournoy, our college writing coach,
Yes.
and that helped so much getting our Common App essay done. And then a lot of us have supplemental essays for colleges, and so she's there if we need help with that.
That's so nice.
And I think that's another thing that sets Brookstone apart. Like, we have so many people helping us and, like, helping us like strive and stuff.
Right.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And the essays really help you stand out. I mean, I feel like that's one of those things that having great essays and having someone to help you think of ideas and work on the prompts, I mean, that's just so incredibly helpful.
And everybody has a chance to work on their essay.
Right.
The counselors will send out an email every week that, hey, we have these spots. If
Oh,
you
that's
need them, let us know.
So
And
you're
if
able to
not,
work
then
on it during the school day if you needed to.
during
That's
your study
awesome.
halls
During your
or
study hall,
program
right.
time.
That's great. That's
It's super
fantastic.
helpful to have like emails too, so we
Right.
can just send Miss Barry an email and be like, "Hey,
Right.
like, what should I do?" And they're really good about answering the
Right.
emails.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
Oh, and even from a parent's perspective, it's so nice to know that they are working with y'all. That takes a lot of pressure off the parents to make
Exactly.
sure, it's like we're all working together to get you guys where y'all want to go.
Yes, ma'am.
So, do y'all have a first choice yet?
Probably Auburn.
Auburn, there you go.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm hoping to go to Wake Forest.
Oh, okay.
So-
All right. Well, those are both awesome choices. And when will you find out? Do you know? Some of them have different,
I don't
Do you
actually
apply
know.
early
Notification
action
schedules.
to Georgia?
I think so, yes.
So I think that's like November, like Thanksgiving break time.
Yeah, usually around then. Yeah.
So
Well, it's always weird to think that by this time next year, not only will you know where you're going, you'll be there.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
just how
That's so crazy
quickly
to
it
think
all
about.
happens.
Exactly.
Well, it's going to be a fun year.
Yes,
I mean,
ma'am.
y'all are just going to love it. And we still got homecoming. What are
Yes,
y'all excited about
I'm
homecoming?
so excited for homecoming.
I'm ready for homecoming week.
Yes, like
I'm ready to dress up
that
every
week
day.
is so fun. We've already like finalized all the themes. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be
Now, did y'all have any say in the dress up days? Were y'all on those committees?
So
Yes,
we were
ma'am.
student life is in charge of
Okay.
homecoming and like planning all the activities and the themes. So we were able to sit in on those meetings, and if
That's
they needed
great.
advice about something, we were just like, "Oh, this would be a cool idea."
That's
Like
so fun.
so.
What about floats? Are we doing floats this year?
No,
Or not floats?
We're still
We
doing
said-
doors.
Oh, you're doing the
Doors.
doors.
So
That's
doors
right.
is
Okay.
like the
I
new
love
floats.
the
It's a
doors.
lot easier.
It is a lot easier. Yes.
And we still do the parade, right?
Yeah,
That's one thing that I'm definitely looking forward
yeah,
to. is
especially
the
as
parade.
the senior.
And the senior run out.
Yes,
I
that's gonna
know,
be.
I know. And the bike ride and just
yeah.
all
Yes.
the fun traditions of
yeah.
homecoming. It's
Yes,
just
ma'am.
one of those things. It's like the first big thing that you're like, it's so exciting, but it's so bittersweet when you're like, this is our moment.
I know all of these
And-
times it's like my last volleyball
I
game or
know.
like your first last like golf match. It's
Right,
you're like,
right.
oh my gosh, I'm not doing this ever again. It's kind of
Gone
crazy.
here my
I know.
entire life,
I
so
know. Yep.
I'm not used to change and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So we'll see.
You just got to enjoy every moment for
Exactly.
sure. So I know I already asked you a little bit about what y'all are involved in, but activities wise, what have been some of your favorite activities, extracurricular sports, anything like that y'all been involved in here at school?
I mean, we're super involved in sports. Like I play volleyball and I play golf and I help the basketball team with the stats.
Oh,
And that's another thing we're saying, like there's so many opportunities here that you can be super shy but be like backstage for the one act. Like
right.
everyone
right.
can get involved and that's an incredible opportunity.
Exactly. I play on the golf team and also the tennis team. And
Do both. Wow, busy
Yes,
spring
ma'am.
for you.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Which is a lot of fun, but it's a
Yeah.
lot.
That is a lot,
So
but it's so much fun. That's where so many fun memories are made.
yes,
for
ma'am.
sure.
For sure.
Okay, so what about classes? What are some of your favorite classes looking back?
I have 3 favorite classes. They're all kind of tied at the top. So my first one is marine biology
Oh, yeah.
with Miss Branham, and my second one is ornithology with Miss
Yes.
Gaynor,
Loved ornithology.
know.
and then my last one is AP Environmental Science, which I'm taking this year with Miss Lumpson.
Oh, that's so
So,
fun.
I love Miss Lumpson.
I know. They're
She's-
just the best.
She's
So
awesome.
she
She
is.
makes you work hard, but
Yes.
But
she
they're
is
so
does.
awesome.
like passionate about the subject they're teaching, so that's what makes it so interesting. Like Miss
Right.
Gaynor was like, "Let's go look at birds." Like
Right.
I know this one, and we were like, "Oh, cool!" Like it's just the passion. Like it just rubs off on you. You're like, "Oh, this is really cool."
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, it makes it engaging. I mean, it makes you want to learn what they're so excited about what they're teaching.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
that's really fun. All right, what about you, Remi?
Ornithology is hands down one of my favorite classes because Miss Gaynor is the sweetest human on earth.
Yes.
She's
she really
amazing, and
is.
then like I said, like seeing her love for birds just made the class so much more interesting.
That's so fun. And those will stick with you for a long time.
It's just like a
Yeah.
random, hey, I know what bird that is. Like,
It definitely is. It's awesome.
Well, what about school trips?
I actually went on the marine biology trip,
Oh,
which
that's so
was
fun.
so much fun swimming with the manatees.
Yes.
And
Down in Crystal River.
yes, ma'am. Kind of seeing how the class related to the real world. Like
Right,
seeing
right.
seeing what we learned in class in the real world was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's
To-
really cool.
That was pretty awesome to see. And then the link crew trip, the freshman retreat.
Hands down, one of the best things that Berkson provides for freshmen.
Yeah.
Like,
And it also is very beneficial for the junior and senior leaders because we all definitely got closer.
Yeah. Well, tell me, for those who are listening and don't know what Link Crew is, tell us what Link Crew is.
so Link Crew is an organization at Berkson that helps that have juniors and seniors mentor freshman class from transferring from middle school to high school.
Yes.
And they're just there to help them if they need help on classes or just, what activity should I do? They're just here as like an older sibling.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that makes the world a difference for freshmen coming in and being able to say hello to and even have a relationship with the older kids. It just makes them so much more
It's
comfortable.
scary
It
coming
is
in as a
scary. I know.
freshman.
Yeah.
It can be, for sure.
I definitely think that sets Brookstone apart is having a committee like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I came into high school, I was bug-eyed, and having those leaders was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And just seeing them in the hallways. Just,
Right. Exactly.
how's it going?
Right.
And like even now I'm close with some of those freshmen from like sports teams.
Right.
And
Right.
being their link crew leader also helped me get closer with them and they
Right.
got more comfortable.
Right.
It's nice to have
Yes.
a support
So
system.
I mean, it really is. It just breaks down some barriers there. So Link Crew leaders go with the freshmen on freshman retreat. So you guys were just saying before we started, y'all didn't really have a freshman retreat because you were freshmen during COVID,
Yeah.
Yes,
which
ma'am.
is really sad. But you got to go back as juniors and
Leaders.
seniors
Yes,
as leaders.
that's actually,
so
I was so happy I was able to have that opportunity because like we said, freshman retreat is such an impactful part of your high
Right.
school career. It's nice to experience it.
right. And I just think it does wonders, especially if you're new to Brookstone.
Definitely.
Really helps you get to know people and even your teachers because the advisors go too. So
Yes.
that's super fun.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so speaking of our teachers, and you've already alluded to it a little bit, how much we love our teachers. But what is so special about the relationship that Brookstone teachers have with their students?
Well, it's just Brookstone is just such an incredible place because the teachers here are literally for you. They're working for you. They're trying to help you as much as they can. And then we have after school hours. And even if you don't use them for like schoolwork, you can just be like, this is about my day. And
Right.
you form like deeper relationships with them inside
Right.
school, but also outside.
I would definitely agree with that. I mean, they're gonna push you when you need to be pushed,
Right, right.
but they're also there for you when you need help. So they definitely do a great job balancing the two out,
Right, right.
which it makes it more fun to go to their class.
Yeah,
Knowing that you have that relationship
Right.
with your teachers, and they definitely do more behind the scenes that we don't see.
So much more.
Yes.
So grading papers and tests and that nobody sees, that
right.
they
Right.
they definitely take the extra mile.
Oh, they absolutely
And it's
do.
so helpful because now like you need teacher recommendations and so
Right.
it's a lot easier to be like, oh yes, this teacher is the one I want to, because you've been able to form that connection with them all
Right.
4 years.
Right. And they really know you. I mean, they really know how to recommend you. It's not just a blanket letter. It's,
Yeah.
they, like you said, they're for you the whole way. And so that really helps knowing that when you ask them for a recommendation that, they know you really well and are going to give you a good one.
Yes.
So,
Ma'am.
okay. So looking back, like, I really can't believe you're seniors. Like, as I say that just seems impossible that y'all aren't going to be here next year. But if you're looking back over high school, first of all, has it gone quickly?
In the moment, it didn't feel like it, but when I look back, I'm like, oh my gosh, freshman year was literally, it felt like 2 days ago.
Right. I know.
Definitely.
Like
I
all
know.
the masks and like
It's
with
flown
COVID
by.
and stuff.
We won't forget these years. But if y'all could go back and say something either to yourself as a freshman or to the current freshman or any underclassman, what would you tell them? What advice would you give them as they embark on their high school career?
I would say find the balance between work and play. Which seems so simple, but
So
when
true.
you can find that balance, you'll enjoy really everything you can do, but also you'll enjoy what grades you get because you'll probably have better grades.
Yeah, piggybacking off that, like, get involved. Like, from doing the play or playing a sport, you'll be able to find different groups of people that you can just, like, come back to and be like, okay, this is, like, basketball time or volleyball time or play time. Like, it's just get involved, and because Berkshire, again, provides so many opportunities from, like, service opportunities or just picking up their cycling after school. There's just get involved. That's my advice.
I think those are both really good pieces of advice for sure.
Yes, ma'am.
And just we're thinking of ahead. Open houses are coming in a week. Our first open house is in a week. So if you could say anything to these families who are coming to look at Brookstone, what would you tell them? Like, this is why you want to be here at Brookstone.
Freedom would definitely be one. And then also kind of like what we talked about earlier, the relationships with the teachers are really personal. They're a lot deeper than what you're going to get anywhere else.
I mean, that's pretty spot on. I mean, just Berkshire compared to, like, what I've heard from other schools is just they set you up for college so well. They encourage you, constant support every single day. Even, like, you may not be feeling well that day, but then your advisor used to be like, how was your night? Like, how was the game? Or what game's going on this weekend? Like, talking about football and stuff like that. It's just, you will always have a support system here.
That's awesome. Well, I think you two are doing a wonderful job in your roles as leaders of the upper school, and the tone y'all are setting is it's a really great place. And so I think that's in large part due to your leadership and the things y'all are implementing in the schools. So thank y'all for coming to visit with us. And
thank you
maybe
for
we
having
can
us.
have y'all back later this year before y'all graduate.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It'll be a full
Be
circle
awesome.
moment.
I know,
Exactly.
full circle moment. Exactly.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank y'all.
Thank
Thank you.